do you fund family relocation? Hey. This is the gist I'm going to give to you today. Woo! How are you doing today? Today I'll be talking to you about how to fund your family relocation. So this video is for anyone who is married or who intends to get married and relocate as a family. Specifically, it is going to benefit young couples who don't have money or people with a large family size. For example, you will see somebody that wants to relocate. They have 3 children. That, 3 children plus husband and wife, that's 5 persons, right? Or you have 5 children plus husband and wife, that's 7 persons. Sometimes some people, maybe if they just have like 1 child, maybe it's easier for them to relocate without 1 child. But when you have 4 children, when you have 3 children, it becomes tricky. Because now, you don't just have to worry about yourself and your relocation fund. You have to worry about the relocation fund of your spouse, either your wife or your husband. And you have to worry about the relocation fund for your children. Believe it or not, if you are single, it is easier for you to handle, relocation fund. But once you are married, you have your family to worry about. Of course, there are ways that people have tended to solve this problem before now. They can break their relocation in stages, right? Like you relocate first and then later you come back for your wife or your husband and your children. However, there are some family that this is not even possible for them. They can't think of it. Your husband have told you, if we are not going together, you are not going anywhere. Your wife have told you, if we are not going together, you are not going anywhere. What do? I have seen a lot of people, a lot of families, let go of their relocation plan because they cannot relocate together as a family and they don't want to relocate separately. All right? So, how do you fund family relocation? Hey. This is the gist I'm going to give to you today. So, we all know that there are different ways to relocate, right? Like, some people will look for jobs, some people will look for study, some people will, relocate directly through whatever relocation plan they have. But one thing you have to know is that for you to relocate, amidst all other ways that you can use to relocate, you can use loan. You can use loan. See, somebody that knows this information is going to go, but that one is normal thing now. When I was relocating abroad, I had no idea about this. So I ended up having to, my spouse and myself, we had to break our relocation journey. One of us went and then the second person traveled later. I didn't know about relocation loan. You can get relocation loan. You can get loan to relocate. Even at that point, somewhere in my head, I knew we could get loan from somebody, right? Like you can tell a friend to give you some money. You can tell an uncle to give you some money. You can tell a co-worker to give you some money. But hello, how many of them will give you? I actually remember asking someone that was working in my place of work. As of then, I was asking the person to borrow me, is it $4,000 so that I can include my spouse in my application because I got scholarship, right? So I didn't need the money. But for me to go with my spouse, I needed that money. So, and they will just do it like this. And then the woman stopped picking my call. And this is true life story. Right? Then I remember asking another friend for $4,000 to help with my relocation with my spouse. And see, they will just stop picking your call. If you disturb too much, the person will just unfriend you. Whether it is on social media or in real life, they will unfriend you. So don't even bother going to ask your friends. Except you just want to make them your enemies, because when they don't give you, you're going to be so annoyed, right? Especially if somebody did not explain to you, but sometimes they don't want to explain to you. Instead they will not pick your call, and that is the end of that. That is the end of that relationship. Don't don't tear your relationship apart because you want to relocate with your family. I'm telling you, all right? So, the most important thing I want you to know is that you can use loan. Now, some people are going to be like, loan? Where? How? I am talking about loan that for sure you are going to get. I'm not talking about loan from your friends. I'm not talking about loan from your co-workers. I'm not talking about loan from your boss, all right? I'm not talking about loan from your siblings or your relatives. I'm talking about an international body giving you loan that can cover you and your family members. All right? That can cover you and your family members. An international body giving you loan that can cover you and your family members. This is how you fund your travel abroad with family relocation. Now, one condition is this. Of all these relocation routes that exist, none of them have a reliable loan source. Of all the travel abroad route that exists, some people, yes, they will get loan from their uncle or dad. But how many people in this condition have a dad or uncle who can give them the amount of money they need, especially with a large family size? You get? So one relocation route that has guaranteed loan for that you can use for yourself or your family members is the study abroad route. Believe it or not. And if you know other places, other routes that have guaranteed loan that you can get from international bodies, please, instead of criticizing me, give me the information, right? Because most of the time I'm talking to you based on verified information, not based on they say. So if you notice that I have not included something that you know, write me an email. Introduce me to the source. I'm going to read it. I'm always curious to learn. All right? So, what I'm saying is that from the information that we have right now, study abroad route is the only family relocation route that have a guaranteed loan source from an international body. Right? Meaning, if you're looking to relocate and you don't really have money, right? One thing with your family, one thing you can do is go through the study abroad pathway, because you can get study loan that can cover you and cover your family irrespective of your family size. Irrespective of your family size, okay? Irrespective of your family size. Just know that this is an important information you should share with that your family friend who is looking to relocate but feeling that they don't have money. You can get the loan, you relocate, you are working, your spouse is working, and you pay back small over a period of time. They don't hassle you. It's not that the type of loan that international body give, you don't pay it up at once. Many times they will give you like 5 years, 10 years. You'll be paying small over that period. All right? So this is different from the people that will give you loan in your country and they want you to pay it back in 1 month or 2 months and they want you to pay back everything. This is not how these loans work. All right? And as I said, even though for other relocation routes, all right, even though other relocation routes, you may be able to find your dad, your cousin, your friend, give you money. It's not a reliable source. They can tell you story tomorrow. That your friend can disappoint you, right? At the time you need it the most. Anybody can disappoint you. You may not even have somebody that you're going to ask, right? But by going through the study abroad route, you know that, of course, you get trained on how to do it. Of course, you get trained on how to do it. I'm not saying you should run off, go and get admission, then come and ask me, Dr. Linda, how do I get the loan? I'm not even going to answer you, by the way. You know, right? So, get trained on how to do it so that you will know how to get admission that is study loan eligible, and you can get that study loan for yourself as well as for your family. This way, you are going to be able to relocate with your family, all of you at once, and you pay back the loan small over a period of time. All right? This is 100% possible if you get trained on how to do it. You can fund your relocation plan. In summary, you can fund your relocation plan, 1, by choosing to go through the study abroad route, and 2, by by choosing to go through this relocation route and getting loan to fund both your education and your family relocation. If you choose to go through any other route, you are not likely to get a reliable loan for you to relocate with your family. And we are talking about loan that you get and you pay tiny over a period of years. It's not collect loan and tomorrow you have to pay back everything. No, it's not that side. And I'm not talking about loan from your relatives, loan from your from co-workers. You are going to tear those relationships apart. Those relationships, you are going to tear them apart by going to ask people for money. I did it. I asked co-workers for money and they stopped picking my call. I asked some friends for money and they stopped picking my call. The consequence is that I ended up not relocating with my spouse. If I know what I know now, I will take loan and relocate with my spouse at the same time. Truth. If I know what I know today, by the time I was about to travel, because I didn't have this information when I wanted to travel. If I know what I know today, by the time I was about to travel, I would have collected study loan. I would have relocated at the same time with my spouse. Do you know, there are so many things that would have been able to change for me if I took that decision. So I'm teaching you from my mistakes. Don't make them. I'm teaching you from my mistakes so that you don't have to repeat them. So if you're a married woman, you're a married man, or you intend to get married shortly and you want to relocate with your family, there is an option. Get trained. You can become Vantage Migration student. I saw somebody asking me for my number. I will not consult for you if you are not a Vantage Migration student. All right? You can become Vantage Migration student and we can consult for you and show you. But one thing I need you to know is that this information is for you. It is possible. Except you decide not to. Then at that point, it is your decision. But is it possible? Yes. So I have two tasks for you today. First of all, if you want to relocate with your family and you are looking to leverage study loan to pay for your family and yourself, you know, first of all, do you know why this is important? Even when you get full scholarship, no full scholarship will cover you and your spouse and your children. Even if you get full scholarship, it's just going to cover only you. It's never going to cover you or your spouse. So if you don't have money to pay for your spouse and for your children for them to relocate, they cannot go with you, even when you have full scholarship. You see what I'm saying? So even if you're going to get full scholarship, you can get full scholarship in a loan eligible school. You can get full scholarship in a loan eligible school. The full scholarship covers you. You take study loan to use it to cover for your children or for your spouse. All right? This is very, very doable. So I was saying that I have two things for you. The first one, if you are looking to take advantage of this study loan for yourself and family, I cannot consult for you except you are a Vantage Migration student. You can also go to Google and search it out. That is your choice. Or talk to other people who know how it goes. That is your choice. But for Vantage Migration students, we are going to be able to consult for you over phone for free on this matter. Right? Over phone for free on this matter. So if you want to know how to get trained on how to get study loan and all that, you can become Vantage Migration student. You can chat us inbox on Facebook or Instagram. You can chat us inbox and we will direct you accordingly on how to get started and all that. But let's assume that this information does not apply to you. What do? Copy the link to this video and send it to your family friend, including that family friend that begged you for money so that they can relocate. Right? Including that family friend that begged you for money so that they can relocate. Copy this video and send to them so that they know that there is an option. They can actually go for study loan and it's actually going to help them relocate with their family peacefully. I tell you, if I knew this information by the time I was relocating, I would have relocated with my spouse at the same time. If you know my story, you know that my spouse and myself, we had to break our journey because I didn't have money. I got full scholarship, but it didn't cover my spouse. You see? So I hope that you do better. I hope that this information I'm giving to you today helps you to relocate with your family all at once. One big happy family, right? So somebody say, how do I get started? How do I get started? I'm super interested. I'm super interested. Do not expect response here. If you're watching on any other platform like YouTube or Instagram, we're going to put the link to our webinar so that you can attend, or you figure us out and chat us inbox and we'll be able to help you. All right? Again, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates on how to relocate abroad successfully through the study abroad route. Train you on how to get admission, scholarship, study loan. Specifically today, we're talking about people who want to relocate with their family and they don't have the means. Because even if you get full scholarship, it will not cover your children, it will not cover you, right? And I don't want you to go and be tearing down your relationships just because you're looking for money. Instead, take a loan, cover your family, cover your children, pay back over a period of time, small, monthly. This is how it works, right? I love you. I love you. Take care.